Welcome to Pet Life Stories. Today, we're delving into crucial information about foods that are harmful to our beloved canine companions. Dogs, just like humans, have specific dietary needs and restrictions. However, what may seem like a harmless treat to us can potentially be a dangerous snack for our four-legged friends. So it's essential to be aware of what we're feeding them. From the seemingly harmless avocado to the much-loved chocolate, there are several foods that we humans enjoy, but can have detrimental effects on our dogs. These effects can range from mild discomfort to severe health complications, and in some cases even prove fatal. Knowledge about these toxic foods is instrumental in ensuring the health and well-being of our dogs. So if you're pondering which human foods are safe for your furry friend, stick around. This information could be a lifesaver. Starting off with a favorite fruit of many, the avocado. This creamy, delicious fruit we love to spread on our toast or whip up in our guacamole is not so friendly to our four-legged friends. Avocados contain a toxin known as persin. This substance can cause vomiting and diarrhea in dogs, even in small quantities. So it's best to keep your avocado toast all to yourself. Next on our list is caffeine, a morning essential for some of us, found in our beloved coffee and tea. While it might be your wake-up call, it's a danger call for your dog. High amounts of caffeine can be toxic to dogs, and toxicity usually kicks in at around 63 milligrams per kilogram of your dog's body weight. Symptoms can range from restlessness and rapid breathing to tremors and heart palpitations, so remember to keep your cup of joe well out of paw's reach. Now let's talk alliums. This is the family that onions and garlic belong to. These kitchen staples are a big no-no for your canine companion. Onions and garlic contain a compound called thiosulfate. This substance can damage your dog's red blood cells, leading to anemia, blood in the urine, and even hematuria. If not treated, this can be fatal. So as tempting as it might be to share a bite of your garlic bread or onion rings, resist the urge for your pup's sake. While these foods may be a staple in our diets, they are dangerous for our dogs. It's important to remember that our canine pals have different dietary needs and restrictions. What might be healthy and beneficial for us can be harmful, even deadly to them. So keep these foods out of your dog's reach and diet. In the next segment, we'll tackle more toxic foods for dogs, including alcohol, grapes, and raisins. Stay tuned. Next up on our list are some items you might not expect. Let's talk about alcohol, grapes, and raisins, and how they can pose a serious threat to our canine friends. First off, alcohol. It may seem obvious, but let's make it clear. Dogs should never consume alcohol. This includes beer, wine, vodka, or anything else. It's not just a matter of them getting a bit wobbly. Even a small amount of alcohol can lead to significant issues for our furry pals. This includes vomiting, diarrhea, depression of the central nervous system, problems with coordination, and difficulty breathing. In severe cases, alcohol can lead to a coma and even death. So, keep those drinks well out of paw's reach. Moving on to grapes and raisins. This may be a surprise to some, as these fruits seem harmless enough to us humans. However, they can be extremely toxic to dogs. There have been cases reported of dogs suffering from toxic reactions or even dying after consuming a large amount of grapes or raisins. The exact substance causing the intoxication has yet to be identified, but it's known to lead to kidney failure in dogs. So, as tempting as it may be to toss a grape or two to your begging pooch, resist the urge for their sake. Lastly, raisins. Just like grapes, raisins can be deadly to dogs. Even a small amount can cause severe health problems, including acute kidney failure, which can be fatal. Never leave raisins within reach of your dog, and be sure to check ingredients of baked goods and other foods, as raisins are often included in recipes. The takeaway here is that while these items may seem innocuous to us, they can cause serious harm to our dogs. It's always better to err on the side of caution and keep these foods away from our four-legged friends. So, next time you're enjoying a glass of wine, munching on grapes, or baking with raisins, remember, what's harmless to us can be lethal for our furry friends. Moving on to some sweet treats that are not so sweet for our dogs. Persimmons, peaches, and plums are fruits that can be harmful to our canine companions. You see, the seeds of persimmons can inflame a dog's small intestine, potentially causing intestinal obstruction. This can also occur if a dog eats the pit of a peach or a plum. But what's even more alarming is that the pits of peaches and plums contain cyanide. Yes, you heard right, cyanide, a substance that's poisonous not just for dogs but for humans too. So if you're considering sharing these fruits with your pup, remember to remove the pit first. It's a small step that can make a big difference in your dog's health. Now let's talk about a human favorite that's a big no-no for dogs: chocolate. Chocolate contains a substance called theobromine, which is highly toxic for dogs. The darker the chocolate, the more theobromine it contains. It's important to remember that there's no safe amount of chocolate for dogs. Even a small piece can be harmful. The thing about theobromine is that once a dog ingests it, there's no method or antidote that reverses the poisoning. This means that a dog can die if it eats more than 52 milligrams of chocolate per kilogram of its body weight. It's a scary thought, but it's a reality we need to be aware of. So next time you're enjoying a chocolate bar, resist those puppy dog eyes begging for a piece. It's for their own good. And if you want to treat your dog, there are plenty of dog-safe treats available that they'll love just as much, if not more. It's our responsibility as pet owners to ensure the safety and well-being of our furry friends. And part of that responsibility is being aware of what foods are safe for them to consume. These sweet treats are a no-go for our dogs. Finally, we'll look at some common items in our kitchens that can pose a risk. Let's start with salt. While a little seasoning might seem harmless, salt can have serious consequences for dogs. It can increase blood pressure and cause excessive thirst and urination. In high amounts, salt can lead to poisoning, with symptoms including vomiting, diarrhea, tremors, seizures, and even death. Next up, we have fatty meats. We might enjoy a juicy steak, but the fat from meats can cause pancreatitis in dogs. This is an inflammation of the pancreas that can lead to severe digestive issues and discomfort. So it's best to trim off any excess fat before sharing your meal with your furry friend. Then there are bones. They might seem like a natural choice for a doggy treat, but they can actually pose a serious choking hazard. Not only that, but bones can splinter and obstruct your dog's digestive system, putting their health at risk. Some bones are safer than others though, so consult your veterinarian before giving any to your dog. Finally, let's discuss raw or undercooked meat and fish. While some pet owners believe in a raw diet for their dogs, it's important to note that raw or undercooked meats can contain harmful bacteria that can make dogs sick. The same is true for fish. To ensure your dog's safety, it's always a good idea to cook these foods thoroughly or freeze them before serving. In conclusion, while we love to share our meals with our furry friends, it's important to remember that not all human foods are safe for dogs. These common kitchen items, salt, fatty meat, bones, raw or undercooked meat, and fish, can all pose serious risks to your dog's health. As always, when in doubt, it's best to avoid these foods altogether. After all, the health and happiness of your loyal companion are worth more than a momentary treat. That brings us to the end of our list of toxic foods for dogs. We've covered a wide range of harmful foods, from everyday items like avocado and chocolate to less obvious ones such as persimmons and fatty meat. It's crucial to remember that what's tasty or harmless for us humans can be dangerous, even lethal for our four-legged friends. We can't emphasize enough the importance of being mindful of what we share with our canine companions. They trust us implicitly to care for them, and that includes keeping them safe from toxic foods. It's always better to err on the side of caution. When in doubt, consult with your veterinarian. Knowledge is power, and now that you're armed with this information, you're better equipped to keep your dog healthy and happy. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.